Hey guys, blessing here, and how are you all doing? Happy Friday. We are back again like we never left, and I'm so excited about this episode. Guess why I am this excited about this one? This episode carries the meaning for the name of this entire series. This episode we are going to be hearing and exploring tonight is the theme and the title of the series. The inspiration to name this series Divergent Twice will be understood when we all read this part of the book. So this is, I believe, the most interesting part of this book. This is the part of the book that you will read, you'll be like, Jesus. This is a work of fiction. And the unfortunate part of tonight's video is that it's going to be a very long video. It's actually supposed to be a long video, but I cannot make it long because I have approximately an hour to do this video. Yeah, but what we have to read today is a long read, and I know we cannot finish in an hour. So we are going to do part 6b. It would only take a miracle to finish part 6, episode 6 today. I was not even planning to do episode 6. I was planning to do Donald Trump. And if you've been waiting for me to do Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, type either Donald or Kamala in the comments. Let me see how many people are waiting for me. Are you people really waiting for me to do that? Because I have been posting you guys. I have been postponing for more than a week, and I'm not delivering. Are you guys even waiting for that? So if you are waiting for me to come and do that video on Donald Trump and on Kamala, type Trump in the comments or type Kamala in the comments. Because today was supposed to be the day for Donald and Auntie Kamala Harris. Today, honestly, I'm serious now. I was supposed to come live today I was so happy that I was finally going to do that. And then when I was trying to put my things together, I realized I didn't remember where I wrote my notes. Because when I watched the review, I took some notes. My notes were gone. So I went to check where I usually put stuff like that. There was nothing there. And then I panicked. I was like, what is happening? Does it mean I would have to go back and watch the entire debate again? So I knew that wasn't going to be possible tonight, to have to watch over an hour and then prepare and come. So I just put out that post for you guys that, look, it looks like Donald is not going to happen today. That we will do episode 6. For me, that one is not a problem. Doing these episodes are the easiest for me. It's just for me to say, okay, now I have an hour, let's do it. I don't even need preparation because I've gone through this entire book. I've already analyzed this entire book. So I know the book, so I don't even need to do much. So for me, it was just that easy alternative. Okay, we can't do Trump. Let's jump on episode 6. So I put up that post and let you guys know, okay, tonight we are going to dedicate to episode 6. And guess what? When I was preparing to come and do episode 6, my mind just because I was still worried about the notes while I was getting ready to come for episode 6. I still had it at the back of my mind. when am I going to do this episode on Trump and Kamala? So it was just on my mind. And I was brainstorming, like, okay, but where did I put those notes? Where did I write them? And then my mind told me, look in a certain corner. And I looked there, and lo and behold, the notes were sitting there pretty. And I was like, God, what do I do? Should I go back to Facebook and tell them, guys, we were supposed to do Trump. I lost the notes, and I told you we would not do Trump, but episode 6. But now I have found the notes, so now we are going to do Trump. I was like, blessing, rest, enter house, go and take episode 6. So that's why we are here today, and I'm so happy about it. So tomorrow is not our coffee party, right? No. That's the day after tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow we might do Trump finally. If I come with episode 7 tomorrow, you people should tell me, Blessing, enter house. Blessing, we want Trump. We want Kamala. Let me see what you guys commented. Let me see if there are people. Oh, there are actually people waiting for me to come and do Trump and Kamala. Oh my goodness. Oh. So if I come live tomorrow and I tell you guys episode 7, tell me, no, Blessing, we want Trump, we want Kamala. Yeah? But you never know. If I'm in that mood, I'll just come with episode 7. So that we'll finish the book quickly and we move on to other things. Oh my God, Dennis is also waiting. Okay, don't worry. I'll come. I'll deliver. Yeah? Okay, let's get to today's business. Thank you so much. Mary Cisse, merci beaucoup. Thank you, my darling sister. God bless you. Thank you for the gift. So, let me see my people on Facebook. Facebook people, it's sweeter when we are all together. It's sweeter when we are all together. So I'm going to bring all of you over to YouTube so that I can focus on one phone. Now I'm looking at 2 phones. Me, I cannot even read comments on one phone. How much more 2 phones? So let's start migrating now. We are 7 minutes into the video. Maybe in 3 minutes time we get started. So you have 3 minutes to get something to drink and travel to YouTube. Blessing on Your Talk Show. Come over there. This is what we are going to continue on today. We are analyzing this book. Oh my God, where is it? Oh, wait. Oh, that's not possible. Let me see if I can use the light from this. Yes, this book. Many of you know this book, the Book of Lies, the Book of Impossibilities, the Book of Fiction, the Book of Fantasy. Okay, that is the book. Let me show our people on YouTube. I'm waiting for you guys to come over to YouTube if you're on Facebook now. No, it's not showing. It is not showing those people. Oh, it's showing now. The people on YouTube. This is the book that Cora really thought would destroy Justin Dean for good. And now, that book is the curse on her life. That book is her downfall, literally. Oh, Facebook has sent you money. This life no just balance. Are you for real now? I just got a notification from PayPal. This is fun, and I'm chasing people to come over. I don't even know. Anyway, okay, I think I know. Thank you guys. Let us go over to YouTube. But let me say hello to you guys first. Sonia in the building. Sonia, if I come to America, I need to see you. Possibly I will come if I'm invited for a court case. I will come. But if there is no court case, I will sit down in my country. I will sit in Netherlands, eating my cheese. Eating my cheese. Okay? So it's all tentative. It all depends on what happens. You know, I know that those girls, they just brag too much. They brag and they cannot act. Talk, 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 talk. At the end of the day, ebelebe. Anyways, but you guys know how we roll here. We are ready. Okay? Just tell us the date. I cannot wait to meet my American people. But even if I don't come this year, I will definitely come. I'll come big. Honestly, I will. I will come. I will really do the meet and greet. I'll really come there. Maybe next year. Next year also might be a bit tough. For me, I think I told you guys last year that my travel year, or I'll start to travel not next year, but the year after. That's when I'll really start. Next year already, there's something big kind of that we are doing next year. So I don't see myself really traveling like that. But 2026, we are traveling. Yes. So hopefully it doesn't take that long, but I'm really looking forward already. We'll see what happens. We'll see what how things play out. But when I come, you guys get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Suzanne, hi, Zita. Okay, Zita is waiting for Kamala, no problem. Nice. That's nice, Sonia. That's very kind of you. Javant, hello to you. Yolanda is also here. Michelle, hello. We can do whatever you bring us. Oh, that's sweet, Zita. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, let's go to YouTube. I'll see you guys over there. I love you, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we are doing it on Blessing Njo, the analyst. Yeah, we are not going to be here on back again. We are going to be on my main page, on my other page on Facebook, and we are going to be on my main channel. You guys know I usually don't take yama yama to all those. When we want to catch our cruise, we come here. When we want to do serious, real life stuff that matters, we go there. So tomorrow, if you're looking for Blessing Unja, find me on Blessing Unja, the analyst Facebook page, and Blessing Unja YouTube channel, the big channel. All right, bye on Facebook. See you on YouTube. Okay. Let's post that one. Okay, that one is. Let me see. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Okay, so like I said, it's going to be a very long read. And I don't know how far we will go, but I have like an hour to do this video. And if we don't finish, we might just continue on Monday, because Sunday we have our coffee party. And then you guys know it's difficult for me to do more than one video per day. So I manage. And then maybe on Monday we will do part 6B. Yeah, this is 6A. But you never know. I might read very fast. And let me use my flashlight. You never know. I just might be able to read the entire thing, which I do not expect to happen. Okay. Today we're reading from page 73. Are you guys ready? Disvirgined twice. Now you're gonna see wonders and miracles. You're gonna see I am a chosen in this book. I read. I silently swore to be a virgin when I got married. I wanted my husband, whoever it was, to gush about my virginity long after I am gone. I intended to save my virginity as a prized gift for my husband on our wedding day. Like, hey, surprise! My body is brand new and untouched by your sexual pleasures. In retrospect, thinking about saving my body, not for me, but for a man, makes my belly churn a little bit. However, let's not digress. The interviewer asked me again, "Are you a virgin?" At this point, I was in my second year at the university. I was a virgin. And this is where my head rotated 180 degrees. Yes, I literally just turned my head and it looked back, and my body was still facing north. Let me get my notes. Oh my God, I don't have my pen here. Because this one, we need to note it. We need to jot it down so that we'll give you guys the summary when we are doing the final episode. This was in 2010. She said she was 19 years old. And that was also the year that mosquito buyer was buying her mosquitoes, right? In 2010, right? If she's 33 years old, then she was 19 in 2010. Now, let us take a look at this picture. If I downloaded it. No, I did not download it, but I'll get it. I have it here. This one. This picture was taken in 2009. This picture you see here. This is my iPhone. Whenever I go live with it, it doesn't show clearly when I try to show something. Let me clean it, if that is going to help. Hold on, let me clean this thingy. Have we even shared this video? You guys, you're enjoying my video, but you don't share. You don't share. Many of you don't share. Go ahead and share. Okay. I've cleaned it. Let us see if no, still not. Well, this is what Korobidi herself posted. She posted and said this picture was taken in 2009. So this picture was taken, according to her, a year before university. So she must have been 18 years old when this picture was taken, right? Okay, no problem. But this story of being in university happened when she was 19. And Nancy told us that all of them entered university at the age of 16. Remember, it was after the father beat her up that she left for university and never looked back. And that was after the mosquito episode, right? Let me play that video. That Nancy's video where she told us they all entered university at the age of 16.
He needed to marry or whatever. He just was like this on making sure that we were all in university at 16 years old.
Wow. 17 marks.
17 marks. Nobody was even out of it. We are all in uni at 16. That's how
we were all in uni at 16. But Cora is telling us that she got into uni at 19. And her, what's it called? Her LinkedIn says she went to university from 2007 till 2011. So the timelines are not correct. The book says she went to university in 2010 when she was 19. But LinkedIn is saying she started in 2007. Okay, let me continue to read. Okay, at this point, I was in my second year. Okay, so according to her, then, if she was in her second year, she gained admission approximately at the age of 18. But let us continue to read to discover. The interviewer asked me again, "Are you a virgin?" At this point, I was in my second year at the university. I was a virgin. And I started to wonder how Korobidi managed to remain a virgin when she was 19 years old, despite being brutally RAP'd when she was 10 years old. Let's go back to page 15 of Cora Obidi's book. I read. The members were the most judgmental, hateful humans I have ever witnessed in my life. I was brutally raped by one of them. She was 10 years old. And when she clocked 19, by some divine miracle, she was still a virgin. And we are going to see how she will be disvirgined a second time. Because when you're 10 years old and you're brutally RAP'd, we all know that you lose your virginity. We all know that. So this is Holy Mary reborn. Holy Mary, Mother of Christ, pray for sinners. Did Cora Obidi lie against the member of the church? Or the member of the church had a miraculous DICK? Or a virtual DICK? Or an invisible that would brutally do you and you would still remain a virgin. Your virginity would still be intact. That's where I started to get confused about this book of lies. So, Cora Obidi, it's either nobody raped you at the age of 10 brutally and you were a virgin till university, or somebody did that at the age of 10 and you were no longer a virgin in university. Choose one. Because this book needs episode 2. It needs edition 2. Choose one now. Because you can't have both. Korobidi, you cannot. Who is a virgin? A virgin is a person who has never had sexual intercourse. Korobidi had sexual intercourse when she was 10 years old. According to her, she was brutally RAP'd by a church member. So how are you still a virgin 9 years later? You guys help me in the comments. And you want us to believe all the other nonsense you wrote. There are real victims of RAPE out there. You make RAPE sound like a joke. That's the unfortunate part of this book. There are people who have actually gone through it. They don't throw it around randomly. Oh my God. Hold on. Hello?
Maybe she meant Jupep. You know, these people, they like exaggerating things. Hello?
Yeah.
So I'm saying that maybe she's referring to Jupep. You know, in Unilag, there's this diploma program they do before you enter university. Especially for those that were not able to enter university, maybe they didn't pass JAM or something. So they do that Jupep program before they eventually enter university, right? Enter maybe second year or maybe they take their university.
Okay.
So maybe that is what she's, because Nancy is a braggador. She likes bragging, and she's the kind of person that all of them in that family, they're the kind of people that exaggerate. Like when they want to classify something or qualify something, they exaggerate it.
And they add
for
lies.
example, yes, just to make them feel better and for you to start taking them in high, start giving them like high regard. So take for an example, she came and said, "Oh, my brother is studying masters. He's doing masters in Canada." The college the brother went to, that is Northern Light College. It's a community college. It's situated somewhere, like inside somewhere in a province. I don't want to call the province, right? It's a community college that offers only certificates and diploma programs.
Nancy is useless. Nancy is useless.
Not even advanced diploma. Advanced diploma is different from ordinary diploma. They only offer certificates, post-secondary school certificates, and ordinary diploma programs. But you know, she'll come online and say, "My brother is doing masters in Canada." That college is one of the is one of the cheapest colleges for international students. That's Northern Light College. The cheapest college for international students. Do you understand?
Yeah. All right.
School fees is like $9,000, while other schools are about $18,000. Do you understand? They'll go to that school, and the brother did diploma, ordinary diploma. But they'll go online and say, "You think you can pay school fees in Canada? My father, all of us, when we did masters, my brother is doing masters in Canada." Is the brother studying in Canada? Yes. At the time, yes. So he has graduated now. But is he doing masters? No.
Yeah, everybody knows Nancy is a lie. Thank you.
I just want to bring it to your attention because maybe they think that when you enter that GPEP program, it is you've entered university.
Well, she stated that she did. Thank you. All right. She stated actually that she did JAMB. She stated in the book that she did UME JAMB. So that would be going towards bachelor's if truly she did. Okay, let me continue to read. Now, she said, "I was in my second year at the university. I was a virgin. I didn't know much." Wait, let me see. I don't want to exceed because I wrote the pages I want to read and I don't want to exceed. Okay, I have this one to 81. Okay, we are still on track. "I didn't know much. But I knew that question didn't sit so well with me. I felt violated. Kora Obidi, you did not feel violated when your cousin brother was inside your breast. You let it slide. But a question about your virginity makes you feel violated. Let's continue. I walked away and never looked back. I had started to notice attention from the opposite gender become stronger as I got into living in the school hostels. Soon, I was receiving a lot of gifts from prospective boyfriends. So, according to her, she started to get attention from the opposite gender. And I was like, don't tell me that all your years in Iba housing estate, you didn't get attention from the opposite gender. All your years in Surulere, that your father even called you a prostitute. Your stepbrothers even stripped you naked to flog you because of your waywardness. You were not getting attention from the opposite gender. It was when you got into university, according to you. No problem. Prospective boyfriends. One of them stood out. I read. One of them the stood out the most. One of them that stood out the most was Dami. He had gone to the school cafeteria and figured out my favorite place to eat. He then went ahead and paid for a month's supply of free food for me. I thought that was beyond thoughtful, so I gave him a chance. Ooh la la. Chai, chai, chai. Because of food, she decided to be his girlfriend. Because he paid for her food for 1 month, she decided to give him a chance. Food is the criteria, or part of the criteria, to be her boyfriend. She didn't say, oh, he cared about me. He was also always asking after me. He was also helpful. He was also always trying to show me around and teach me stuff. No, he paid for my food for 1 month. So I decided to give him a chance. Hunger is hunger is what will lead you to make food your requirement. Number one requirement. It's not even, oh, he's a smart boy. He's good looking, he's smart, he's God fearing, he's a kind boy, he's respectful, he's decent. No, he paid for food. So I decided to give him a chance. Let's go ahead and share the video. Hmm, 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 hmm. Let's continue to read. Free food for me. I thought that was beyond thoughtful, so I gave him a chance. Dami was my first kiss. It happened at the waterfront in Unilag. Let's just say Dami was not the one. His 1 month of free food expired, I guess. So how do you, well, anyways, you can date someone before finding out they are not the one, fine. But you should have maybe even given yourself the chance to find out if he was the one before giving him a chance. But no, The food came and you gave him a chance, and then you found out he was not the one. Okay, let's just say Dami was not the one. We weren't in the same faculty, so we just kind of drifted apart. This was something I had no control over, and I was fine with it. He had a lot of friends, and when we broke up, they would always tell me to go back to him. He had been sending his friends to apologize on his behalf, and I thought that was weird. Today, I don't even remember why we broke up. All I remember is I had to do a lot of cleaning up of my reputation after him. Korobidi, you are still doing a lot of mopping up of your reputation in 2024. Are you not useless? You see that the factor, the common denominator here is you. You just look for victims up and down, but it's still the same you. Your life is in circles. Repete, repete, repete. History repeating itself because you don't want to do better. You don't want to become better. You've been useless from a very young age. Of course, you're going to blame Dami. That, oh, because of Dami, I have to clean my reputation. Of course, you're going to blame Justin. That, oh, because of Justin, now I have to clean my reputation. But guess what? It was Justin that was protecting whatever looked like reputation. He was the one giving you something that looked like reputation. So when he left, that reputation left. So you were exposed for who you are. He didn't just spoil a reputation you had. You know, people with good reputations, it's difficult for you to just spoil. I'm not saying someone cannot spoil your reputation, don't get me wrong. Otherwise, we wouldn't have legal suits and, people dragging people for defamation. Yes, I know that people can spoil your reputation. But when it comes to, oh, my boyfriend, because of my boyfriend, my reputation, because of my ex is making people, what are you showing people? It's one thing to drag someone to court for example, defamation, to prove a point, for it to serve as a deterrent. Not, oh my God, that will clean my reputation, or oh my God. Because you want to prove your point that what they said about you, for example, is nonsense, and you want them to pay. That could be a reason to drag someone to court. Not that, oh, when I finish dragging them to court, then my reputation will be cleaned. Korobidi, what is the reputation you show people of yourself? Do you have one? A nyash opening reputation. You don't have it. You don't have it. Let me continue to read. Lesson learned. Never let a man pay for your bare necessities. The delusion of ownership seeps in quickly. So, according to her, the lesson she learned from allowing Dami pay for her food for 1 month. So, I guess the relationship lasted for 1 month. I don't know, but it's sounding like it. It's sounding like it. Don't let a man pay for your basic necessities because they will start feeling or having the sense of ownership over you. See your life? A cheap slut is the one that will give herself to a man because of what she's benefiting from that man. That's pure prostitution, yes. Because if he had not paid for your food for 1 month, you would not have considered him. No, you would not have. Trade by barter. That's prostitution. That's what it is. Let's continue to read. I moved on quickly, and soon after I met another charming heart stealer whose name started with D as well. So this time, she's not mentioning any names. She just said his name started with D. He seemed to be everything that I wanted, but I knew in my heart of hearts that I could not give D what he wanted. We were in the heat of our sexual explorations. Everyone I knew was exploring their bodies except me. I made a pact with myself to stay a virgin till marriage. That is coming from somebody who was brutally raped, according to her. I don't know if this one is a mental case or a heightened case of delusion that after you've gone through such a traumatic experience, allegedly, then you still want to hang on to the fact that it didn't happen. I'm still a virgin. I don't know what that is. But she didn't touch on it. She's just convinced that she was a virgin at 19. So what do we do with the information of the Deeper Life Church member? What do we do with it? Do we still need to go and look for him? Do we still need to tag them and say, no, the man, he was a very spiritual man. He didn't only brutally RAP her, he also spiritually RAP her because she, her virginity remained intact. I don't know what to do with that information now at the beginning of the book. She said, I made a pact with myself to stay a virgin till marriage. I was determined to keep this promise to myself. I wanted my husband to sing my praises to the 7 seas. Let me check which page number. I need to stop. Okay, I need to stop at this page. Okay. I was so in love with D, and he was in love with me too. Wow. We spent hours talking on the phone with each other. We deprived ourselves of sleep just to listen to each other breathe. There was a snag. I knew I couldn't give him what he wanted. Whatever a guy his age wanted. Let me be checking on comments to be sure people can hear me because I'm not seeing comments. Okay, let me stay here. Let me stay there in case you guys don't hear me for any reason. There was a snag. I knew I couldn't give him what he wanted, whatever a guy his age wanted. I couldn't have sex or be sexually active. But Korobidi, in fact, let me not go back there. Or be sexually active. He was a very sensual man. I knew it was only a matter of time till we want to go all the way. I decided to graciously exit the relationship. I left D to keep my promise to myself and my daddy. Virgin till I get married was the goal. Signed and sealed contract with me to God's ears. Hi, Kando, welcome. I had a very close friend in the school of nursing. You guys know that Nancy Ume attended the school of nursing. So, in my opinion, whatever we're about to read that happened in relation to the school of nursing, I believe that Nancy was fully aware. Nancy attended the school of nursing. Korobidi did not attend the school of nursing, but according to her, She had a very close friend in the school of nursing. Let's continue to read. At the time for this book, we will call her V. So again, not mentioning names. She said V, the name of that alleged friend. Someone is asking if you are talking about KO. KO the virgin at the age of 19. Ebelebe. Chai. Let's continue to read. We will call her V. She and I were very close. We attended the same church and I visited her regularly at her school. She was so cool, in my opinion. We know that Nancy told us that she and Korobidi became close when they got to university. Not when they were growing up, not even after their mom's passing, but when they got to university. That was when they started to talk like sisters. We were very close. We attended the same church and I visited her regularly at her school. She was so cool, in my opinion. One of my favorite friends at the time. I shared all my secrets with her. She knew about my pact with myself. I was very proud of my decision to stay a virgin till I got married. A virgin that was brutally raped at the age of 10. That one is my own. It's not inside the book. Make that make sense. Let's continue. Decision to stay a virgin till I got married. It was no secret. I was very proud of my decision and I was too naive about what sharing it with a girl who probably was not a virgin might trigger. V was sexually active. She had a boyfriend. She had a boyfriend, oh. And maybe the boy's name would be C. Maybe we'll call him C. I don't know. She had a boyfriend at the time, and they seemed to be really into each other. One day, V hits me up. She says her big brother S will be in town and that he wanted to take us all out to dinner. I was excited. A 19-year-old girl, a 19-year-old who had just started dating and exploring restaurants outside of school. This was so thrilling. The week V announced her brother's arrival in school, a young boy got shot in the Shodeinde hostel in Unilag. V's brother, S, was a cultist and a notorious Yahoo boy. A Yahoo boy is a cyber scammer. A cultist is a word used to refer to people who belonged to different deadly fraternities. I was scared and thrilled by this 6 feet plus male who had so much power and commanded so much respect amongst his peers. He was so rich as well. Ooh. Are we talking about a gold digger? Money has to be involved. There must be something Kurobidi wants to benefit from you. It didn't just start with Justin Dean. No. You know when you grow up in poverty. Some Someone says this book is all about sex, sex, sex. This is a porn book. And she wants her daughters to read this. She wants June and Athena to read this. This is what her daughters will inherit from her. Because I don't see her daughters wearing all the yama yama clothes. I don't see it happening. But this book will wait for them to grow up, and they will read this about their mother. They will vomit, they will throw up. Ah, God. Let me continue to read. He was so rich as well, peeling up to the front of my residence with one of the sleekest cars I had ever been in. He came by and grabbed us all, whisking us to this restaurant. At this restaurant, we ate some Chinese food and had a great time. I was so happy. This was my first official date. So the dummy that was paying 1 month food for you, all he was doing was just paying your 1 month food. The kiss you kissed him at the lagoon front was not a date. You people just went to bed and you were dreaming. You just found yourself in front of the lagoon or in front of the lagoon. It wasn't a date. And you had your first kiss that you remember. This one was your first date. Okay, no problem. Let's continue to read. We ate some Chinese food and had a great time. I was so happy. This was my first official date. It was at a fancy restaurant. I had my best friend at the time with me. We had so much fun. I still have a photo from that night somewhere on my social media. You're going to have to scroll back to a very long time ago and guess the social media. I think I found the photo. Blessing Unjo found the photo. Let me show you people. I had to scroll. Yes, I did. I scrolled. Oh. I scrolled. And I think I found it. So she will have to tell us if we got the assignment right or wrong. She would have to tell us, yeah, you got it right. That's the photo. Or, no, you guessed wrong. That is not the photo. But for me, I think I did a good job pulling out the photo from that night. I'm sure many of you have seen this photo when I analyzed this book last year. Are we sharing the video? You guys share. You can share links, You just copy the link of the video and share. That's her. Pardon the... Now it's a bit clearer than normal. Yeah? Okay, let's continue. That's the assignment she gave us that we need to scroll, and we did. Let us continue to read. Everything was going great on this date. S seemed to be the focal point as everyone did whatever he said. On the table were V, S, and some other guy. Everything was good until I started to feel very dizzy. At that time, I was very light-brained and didn't drink a lot. I remember ordering one Nigerian Chapman for the night. It was very strange that I could barely get up from my seat. I tried to get up and got so dizzy I had to sit right back. V came to help me. Let me read that again. V came to me to help me up a flight of stairs. Then all of a sudden, I was in a room with just S. V was nowhere to be found. It was at this point that my eyes cleared. I knew something was wrong. I reached for the doorknob and S violently knocked me down. I started to scream V's name, but she never showed up. Let me go back to the comments so that I can be looking every now and then. She never showed up. It was at this point it dawned on me what was about to go down. Straight I went on my knee and started to beg. And S laughed. "What are you begging for?" he said. "Just lay down and let us get this over with," he yelled. I started screaming for help. No one answered, and I continued to scream. Let's give this video some thumbs up before we continue. While I grab something to drink. You can close the window, the comments window. And if you are enjoying the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Thank you. I see you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that. Thank you. I started screaming for help. No one answered, and I continued to scream. "Anybody, please!" At this point, I was profusely crying and yelling. S inched towards me and laughed. He grabbed his phone, placed a call, and put it on speakerphone. And he said, I quote, "E get one girl for here we no wan cooperate," he casually said. Let me translate that. S allegedly said, "There is a girl here who does not want to cooperate." He casually said. The voice on the phone blurted back, "Baba, where you dey? We dey come." Let me translate that. "Baba, where are you? We are coming." I read. At this point, I knew I had two choices. If I didn't lay there and get RAP'd by just S, I was going to be RAP'd by S and a battalion of cultists. I resolved my fate and calculated my next move. "Please, please, don't tell them where we are. I'll be quiet," I begged shamelessly. Let's continue to give the thumbs up, guys. Thank you, guys. But not only in the comment section. You close the comment window. You see the X to cancel the comments, and then you will be able to view the actual video. That's where you give the thumbs up to the video itself. So not only to comment, but to give the video itself a thumbs up. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Okay, I begged shamelessly. As told the boys to simmer down, I proceeded to lay on the queen-sized bed that was in the center of the room. As I inched towards the bed, I heard a loud hit on my head. I was in shock. I had already accepted to be RAPE'd by this man, but he had just hit me on my head so hard that I slumped onto the bed. Thank you, Sonia. He yanked me violently and then started to rip my clothes off. He tossed me around like a rag doll. I was numb. The taste in my mouth was a mix of blood and anguish. The tears began to flow and I couldn't stop it. Right then, all the promises I made to myself and my dad were being violently broken by a man I barely knew for a plate of Chinese fried rice. Now you see the picture in front of you. Bekus for fried rice. Give me fried rice, I will give you bekus. Trade by barter. How did you lose your virginity, Korobidi? I lost it for the second time in exchange for a plate of Chinese fried rice. What a story for your daughters to read. Wow. What an olodo. Anthony Obidi really gave birth to dumb girls. There are some people who are naturally dumb. I'm not talking about, oh, she doesn't pass in class, oh, she doesn't do well in school. No. Naturally dumb. People that cannot think deeper than the length of their nose. Just naturally dumb. They don't think about repercussions. No. They think about now. They don't think about what if. What if? How about then? How about the future? They don't. My God. June and Athena will grow up to read this. Is this one supposed to make them feel happy or feel sad or feel sorry for Cora Obidi? What is the whole idea about writing this book for June and Athena? Because she dedicated this book to her daughters so that they can learn from her mistake, in her words, according to her. I hope you're going to disclose all these men to your daughters face to face. You will tell them. Maybe your daughters will help you fight for justice. Maybe your daughters will help you go and look for those men and bring them to book. She said, right then, all the promises I made to myself and my dad were being violently broken by a man I barely knew for a plate of Chinese fried rice. Korobidi, was the rice leke? Do you still remember the taste of that fried rice? Because many times people lose what is precious for them for something very frivolous, something useless. That's why I just said they don't think of repercussions. They don't think of what do I stand to lose. Just like Korobidi coming out to say, he didn't sign. I asked for permission. He's damaging the life of his children, not just my life. It's because she didn't think of what do I stand to lose if I do this video, if I say these things in this video. Do I get to lose the trust my daughters have in me? My relationship with my daughters? Would they vilify me for the rest of their lives because I drag their father publicly to strangers who have no business with our family? Korobidi didn't think of all of that. She's just thinking of now, 2024, Facebook, monetization, stars. Let's continue to read. And I think my time is almost up for 6A. We have to do 6B. It's a pity it's getting very interesting now and now. Once I get the alert that I need, I'm entering house for tonight. So anytime from now, I'm going to shut down. But before I do, let me start to thank you all in advance. Those of you here on YouTube, thank you. For those of you who share the video, I appreciate you. Because I said it before, you can copy the link and share on Facebook. You can share in your WhatsApp group. You can also share in your community on YouTube. Continue to give the video a thumbs up. It helps a lot. It does. And my amazing gifters, I love you. God bless you. Mary and Sexy Fox, my darling. The sexiest fox that there is. Thank you. God will bless you richly. So that is in advance, because anytime from now, I'm going to sign out. Yeah? But for now, let's continue. Wait, let me see let me see what page I need to stop so that I don't exceed. Okay, 109. All right. Let's continue to read. Promises I made to myself and my dad were being violently broken by a man I barely knew for a plate of Chinese fried rice. The betrayer, V, who had carted me over to her heinous sibling, was nowhere to be found. He pounced on me, his giant frame hovering over me. He reached down to my panties and ripped them off. Then, with the speed of a bullet, he tore into me with his surprisingly small for his frame, fully erect penis, causing me to bleed all over the bed. So, Korobidi said his fully erect penis was surprisingly small for his frame. Korobidi, where did you get material to compare? How do you know the size of penis that matches a man of that frame? Where did you get your material of comparison? Because you said this was your first. But you said his erect penis was surprisingly small for his frame. You were surprised that it was not big enough, that the cassava was not cassavaing. Would you have preferred for it to have been bigger? Why was it even necessary to let us know that oh God, I don't want to. God. This girl is shameless. If shameless was a person. Korobidi, you wrote this for $40,000. Poverty is a disease. He tore into me with a surprisingly small for his frame, fully erect penis, causing me to bleed all over the bed. I let out a cry of pain, which he proceeded to cover with his huge arm. I had to wiggle off from underneath his arm to catch a deep breath. He was going to choke me. With about 7 strokes, he was done in 2 minutes. He was a 2-minute man, Korobidi. Oh my God. She was counting the strokes. Okay, she said with about. Wow. Wow. With about 7 strokes, he was done in 2 minutes. Maybe she would have preferred him to have stayed longer. I mean, I don't think she was impressed with a performance that lasted only 2 minutes, as huge as that man was. He was done in 2 minutes and with a loud thud landed on my side and was out like a light, snoring up a thunderstorm. Someone says, a fake virgin looking for big bowler. Let me continue to read. I looked over at his penis. She still wanted to catch a final glance at what was so disappointing. A giant man with a small dick who only lasted 2 minutes. So she said, she looked over. Let me just read. I looked over at his penis and my hymen casually sitting on it. We all know what a hymen is. Story. Once upon a time. She said a hymen was sitting casually. Hi, God, no. Korawidi's hymen was sitting casually on the penis of her rapist. She saw the hymen sitting casually. The hymen was not sitting aggressively or sitting down like, I'm ready to go to a party. I need to dress up for a party. No. The hymen was just, was unbothered. She saw her hymen staring right back at me on his cap. Let me read it fully. I looked over at his penis and my hymen casually sitting on it, staring right back at me on his cap. That's the cap of the penis. The hymen was staring back. The hymen was staring back at Korobidi. Korobidi, did the hymen talk to you? Did the hymen tell you something? Don't tell us the hymen was just staring at you. Like, you brought me out in the cold just because of a plate of Chinese fried rice. I'm sure the hymen told you that or asked you that. Huh? Now, this is where we are going to do a bit of biology. It's just Google. Your hymen is a small, thin piece of tissue at the opening of your VVV. On the first occurrence of sexual intercourse, a small flap of vaginal skin called the hymen is often stretched and broken. It doesn't come off. It is attached to that lining, that ring, that part. It does not come off like bread and sit down. It will come out and sit down. No. But Korobidi's own got wings and legs. Regardless of your situation, there is nothing you can do to grow your hymen back. If Korobidi was truly brutally raped at the age of 10, that hymen would have been broken. Because most people even lose that hymen before sexual intercourse. By cycling, you can lose it. By some rough spot, you can lose that hymen. It can break. It's very fragile. But let's assume her own broke at the age of 10. It can never grow back when she clocks 19. Regardless of your situation, there is nothing you can do to grow your hymen back. A virgin is someone who has never had sex. Hey, what a book. What a book for June and Athena. My goodness. Korobidi, the $40,000 you made from the sales of this book, how much of it, how many percent of it did you put in those children's account? Let's start with that. I was showing you guys like a small map of the US the other day. How many states do you have in the US? Like 52, 56? I don't know. I think 52. Korobidi cannot even say, June, Athena, come. Where would you like to go? Look at this map. And they say, Oklahoma. And you book your tickets and fly your babies and go have a nice time with your girls. Or they say, Nebraska. And you go there. Or they say, Arizona. And you go there. Just book a trip for you and your girls. You have them a whole week. And just stay somewhere. Enjoy your children. You didn't do that. For them to keep memories. But Korobidi, you're keeping this rubbish for your children. You're not giving them special memories, special trips and treats. You're giving them this trauma. And you sold the book that you claimed you wrote for your daughters. You made $40,000. The world wants to know how much out of that money you put into the account of those children. Korobidi is the most useless surrogate that anyone could ever imagine. Let me go back to the beginning of the book. Guys, I'm so happy that we can still be live. I've not received the alert that let me read. She said, I am probably going to look back at this book and ask myself, why did you do this, Chukwufumnaya? I most likely will be vilified for the rest of my life for coming out with my truth. I'll probably lose half my fan base and be cancelled. Truth is, it took an incredulous journey to get here, to heal, to adequately release. I write this for my daughters to read and learn from my mistakes, my choices, and how I navigated through them. I write this for my future self to see I did it. I write this for my daughters to read and learn from my mistakes. You're just using those children for money. But those children don't see the money. They don't get the money. Now, let me continue to read. I looked over at his PNIS and my hymen casually sitting on it, staring right back at me on his cap. He was gone. He was gone, and for a brief moment, I thought of ending him with the bedside lamp right on his huge head. We know that, allegedly, maybe, Kora Obidi has threatened to end Justin Dean while he slept. So it's a thought. And remember that we heard about that even before this book. So it's not like the person that accused her of that got inspired by this book to claim that, oh, she wrote it in the book, so let me also claim she, she thought of doing that to me. No, the person already said it long before this book. So you can tell that she has those thoughts of just ending you while you sleep. Let me continue to read. I thought of ending him with a bedside lamp right on his huge head. I got up. It was 4 a.m. I picked up my turn on this and my phone and left the room. Walked outside and saw the cleaning staff right there. The Chinese restaurant was located in a hotel where they had been lodging. I had no idea in my mind. I wanted to ask why. Why didn't you help me? Why didn't you call the authorities? But instead, in shame, I snuck out. She will blame everybody. She will even blame the cleaning lady. Where is the... Okay, here. I snuck out. Hardwired in me was the fact that if I was molested, it was my fault. Korobidi, how did that become hardwired in you? Your father did it. The words of Nancy Ume. Should I play it? I believe many of you heard the video already at the beginning of this live stream of Nancy saying we were abused and our parents blamed us for the abuse. We've heard it so many times. She said, hardwired in me was the fact that if I was molested, it was my fault. That's how she was raised. That's how her father and her mother raised her. That's why Nancy said they were damaged. Nancy Ume, that is the real meaning of a dysfunctional family. You came on Facebook in 2022 and you were bragging. You sat with Anthony Obidi and Cheta Ume and you said, this is what a real family should look like. This is a real family. This is what a real family looks like. Many of you haters are from dysfunctional families. Nancy Ume, everything you and your sister have described that you people experienced, I can tell you, 90% of Nigerian families have not experienced even 3% of your trauma, your baggage of trauma you're traveling with up and down. The way you book your flights, you are carrying all your trauma along with you everywhere you go. That's why you would tell a driver to go and sleep in the car. You think it's ordinary. It's trauma. Fearing the worst because you know you grew up in a dysfunctional family where cousins touch breasts. Father would sleep with the wife of his brother. Brothers would strip their sisters naked. Father would call their daughters prostitutes. I can tell you many people have never experienced that. Yes, we were disciplined, but we were never stripped naked. We were never called a P word. For what? Nancy, category 1 dysfunctional family. That's the Obidi family. You were just projecting because you know your history, you know your past, you know where you were coming from. That's why you were trying to say, strangers you don't know online come from dysfunctional families. How do you know? Have we told you anything? You are just imagining, trying to put your own background on us. You are the one that wrote a book. You are the one that made videos and told us that your father and your mother did not raise you the proper way. So who is now from a dysfunctional family? Who was taught? Who was taught that when they are molested, it's their fault? You and your sisters. That's why you would not even want to pursue justice for yourself. You would be hiding so that your alleged abusers don't even sue you. Illiteracy, and you claim you went to school. Well, we all know that this is a book of lies, a book of nonsense, a book of a waste of time. But let us do it. Oh, we didn't even remember to play Nancy. Let us play Nancy. Guys, while I'm here, enjoy me. Oh. Enjoy me while I'm here, because anytime from now, we'll sign out. Oh, let me plug this phone before the phone signs out on me. Let us play Nancy the Bragado. Nancy, your mouth is your biggest enemy. That mouth that you cannot control. That mouth that has a mind of its own. Your mouth has its own brain inbuilt. And your mouth is its own boss. You don't have control over your mouth. Your mouth is the organ of the mouth. Listen to Nancy.
If such a thing happened to and you think that if such a thing happened to my sister was, went through it and the person put it in a book, and I don't even get it. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. You think that if such a thing happened to my sister, God forbid, but you think anybody that essayed her will still be living and breathing? You think like that? You think?
Nancy, since you couldn't tell us what happened to the deeper life church brother who brutally harmed your sister, please come and tell us if we should continue to think that this guy they call S in this book, if he's still living and breathing. This one is for Nancy, or not for Korobidi. Nancy said, you think that if anybody, God forbid, though, that somebody has said her, but you think that if at all anybody has said my sister, you think that person would be living and breathing. Nancy, please, since you are so sure that nobody living and breathing has said your sister, please, where did they bury this particular one? Because I'm so sure you know this one. Because this is somebody connected to the school of nursing. You were attending the school of nursing. Nancy, you see your mouth? This one is not even you see your life. No. Nancy, you see your mouth? Talk too much. Hey, people without home training, their first sign, how to know them immediately, is how they talk. They enter a place, they want to have the highest gist. They want to talk. Before somebody raises a topic, they will give you 10 examples. They will, you know that this one, they didn't even raise this one well. People without home training, they are like that. They are like that. They talk uncontrollably. Let me continue to read. It was my fault. As a virgin, my value had dropped. Who was I to question anyone? The entire thing was planned by my so-called best friend, V, who I so carelessly bragged to about my virginity. It was a 10-minute walk away from the University of Lagos gate. This walk is etched in my memory. Let me go back to the comments. Oh my God, you guys are gifting me woto, 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 woto. Can do. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, this one's pop up. They pop up. And Sonia breaking, breaking, breaking. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. God bless you richly. Thank you. Dalu, gracias. Okay. This walk is etched in my memory. I couldn't stop crying. My bruised privates brushing against my torn panties as I felt my entire worth crumble to the ground. As I approached the school gate, which traditionally opens at 6 a.m., I was trembling. It was 4:10, and I thought I will have to stand there till 6 a.m. However, the security guard on duty took one look at my face and opened the gate immediately. I walked in without a word, straight to the school's health center, where I told the nurse I had been deflowered. A pamphlet, morning after pills, and a few sachets of paracetamol later, and I was back in my room. As I approached my room entrance, there was V begging, "I'm sorry." I asked her, "Where did you go?" There was no response. Then came S in his fancy car and a trunk full of groceries. Please, the S that passed out. Okay, maybe this one, maybe it was just, let's say she fast forward, like it moves. Okay, fine. I'm going to excuse this part because I'm thinking S passed out and all of a sudden it's coming with groceries. So I'm just going to assume, okay, maybe after some days. It wasn't mentioned here, but okay. There was no response. Then came S in his fancy car and a trunk full of groceries. And his sister bring the bags into my room. All this made me laugh. She found it funny. She saw groceries coming in from her rapist and it made her laugh. She said, I was so confused why he was gifting me all these hours after he violently raped me while his sister listened in from her room. Now, this was hours after. So this was the same day, according to her now. I was confused why he was gifting me all these hours after he violently raped me. Okay, at 10 years old, you were brutally, and then at 19 years old, you were violently, okay. And Nancy told us none of them is alive. Let me continue. While his sister listened in from her room, he begged for my audience, which I granted. He said he wanted to know if I am angry and that he thought his sister was lying when she told him I was a virgin. So he used it to do experiments. Let me continue to read. Okay, lying when she told him I was a virgin. I just sat and listened in silence. He bought me a BlackBerry phone. They will be doing big girls in university. Their father doesn't have money for phone for them. Oh. No, but they will be carrying big, big phones. BlackBerry was the phone at the time. Wait, when you guys, the people who use BlackBerry, me, I didn't use that BlackBerry. I disliked that BlackBerry. All the pinging. It was just those people who used it. In which years did they have BlackBerry? Because what she is describing now happened around 2010 when she was 19 years old. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let me check. BlackBerry was what a lot of men used to sleep with women then. They said BlackBerry is a discontinued brand of smartphones and other related mobile devices and services. The line was originally developed and maintained by the Canadian company BlackBerry Limited, formerly known as Research in Motion or RIM, from 1999 to 2006. 2016, from 1999 to 2016. Okay, and this story happened in 2010. We move forward. That's good to know. Okay. So they used BlackBerry phone to bribe you. They use BlackBerry phone. BlackBerry is from 1999 to 2016. Oh, after which it was licensed to various companies. So it still continued, possibly after two. Yes, it continued after 2016. It was licensed to other companies. Okay. But it was released, or the release date was 1999, January 19th. Yeah. All right, let's continue. Hey, BlackBerry Kpekus. Olosho BlackBerry. You see? You see what we're talking about? And then when people analyze these people, they'll say, oh, no, it's just what you told us. I didn't just sleep and wake up and say, oh, Cora, you are an Olosho BlackBerry. Where did I think of BlackBerry? Somebody violently RAP'd you and they brought a BlackBerry and you didn't stone their neck with that BlackBerry. So your Kpekus is worth a BlackBerry. Your Kpekus is worth a phone. Where is that phone today? That's what people don't think about. Women who sell themselves cheaply. That thing you are selling yourself for, 2 years down the line, would you still be proud? Would you even still have that thing? That money that man wants to give you, you possibly can earn 10 times that amount. So why become cheap for peanuts? So the Kpekus of Kora Obidi is worth a plate of Chinese fried rice and a BlackBerry phone. Where is BlackBerry today? And you accepted the BlackBerry. Oh, what a shame and a disgrace. There is no dignity, there is no reputation here. No, that was your opportunity to stand your ground. Let him know. My goodness, who raised you? Let me continue to read. Guys, I think we need a new wave of thumbs up. A new wave, please. A new wave of thumbs up. Let us leave the comment section, close the comment area, and you will see the actual video, the live video with a thumbnail. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Jesus. Cheap Kpekus. BlackBerry Kpekus. Chinese fried rice Kpekus. Let me continue to read. He bought me a BlackBerry phone days after and was asking to be my boyfriend. My rapist becoming my boyfriend was sick, but a part of me was wondering, well, Since he has already taken the best part of me, according to what my society dictated, he might as well take it all. I'm ready to risk it all. That song Davido sang with that guy from Jamaica. I'm ready to lose it all. He might as well take it all. Because you saw a phone. You are wondering, oh my God, this one that is bringing a phone now, what else can he still bring tomorrow? Maybe there's still more there that he can bring. Yeah, you are going to succumb. Poverty is what will make you give yourself away cheaply after someone abused you. There are people that even grew up in poverty. They will say, I would rather die hungry than lose my dignity. So poverty is not even the excuse here. It's just natural greed and zero self-worth. When you don't even have value for yourself, you don't see the value in you. So I am not going to blame poverty too much. No, because we've seen poor people that have dignity and pride. You don't talk to them anyhow. How much more? RAPE them and then give them a miserable phone to appease them. My God, who are you calling with that phone? My God. Nyama nyama children up and down. You will call your dad with the phone. Hello, dad. Your daddy will not ask you, where did you get that phone? You got it after you were raped. You got it because you were raped. Isn't that phone not supposed to be reminding you? Isn't that phone not supposed to be a phone of trauma? But you collected it and you were using it. Useless child. That phone didn't give you trauma. Well, since he has already taken the best part of me, according to what my society dictated, he might as well take it all. In this twisted, unfortunate turn of events, it never occurred to me to tell anyone, let alone go public with it. I could never. You could never. But today, you will come out at every slight opportunity to come and drag the father of your children. Yes, whatever you do, I will come out and talk. I will tell everybody. I will not keep quiet. Continue talking. Continue. It's not us you are doing. It's not even Justin. You see, he didn't even answer you. Imagine a chiropractor answering an olosho that has sold her pekus for BlackBerry. He didn't even answer you. An educated illiterate that went to Unilag. He did not answer you. You finished doing your video. You didn't come out to do another one. To come and tell us what else he said to you after that one. Because you have to be updating us on social media every day because we are your mothers and your fathers on social media. Come and be telling us everything he told you in the parental app. Useless non-entity. God gave you pekus. He did not give you brain. He did not. Let me continue to read. It never occurred to me to tell anyone, let alone go public with it. I could never. I would have been viewed as damaged goods, the way you are viewed now as expired goods, contraband, dangerous goods. Yes, that's how you are viewed now. Honestly, this is not a diss, no. Even you know. I'm not going to say, oh, no, maybe you don't realize it. People from outside see. No, you know, horror will be honest with yourself. You know that you don't taba. Nobody is interested. There is nothing you have to offer. People know it's the same old shit. Just a different day. If you're not dragging Justin Dean, you are looking for how you will use the children to do content, or you are opening your yash in the name of dancing, then people know what to expect with you. What's the time? Oh my God. Okay. I think we are just going to end in like 15 minutes. I'm not getting the thingy I need, but we'll just end. 2 hours is long enough. Let me continue to read. I would have been viewed as damaged goods. Probably never get married and be vilified and judged by every soul as the girl who got raped. So Justin Dean actually did you a favor that despite all the cassavas that have entered and come out, including that Lebanese man, married man, despite all the things, that man still married you. Ah, yeah. Your karma is heavy. I read. After weeks of gifts from S and incessant apologies from V, I decided to never tell anyone. I shaved my head, cut the ties, and became a new person. Let me see the page. I need to stop. I think 109. Yeah. A new person. I started to learn self-defense, got serious with my dancing, got vicious with my music, and never looked back. S kept trying to be my boyfriend. This was weird. I entertained the idea for a little bit in my mind. My father had wanted me to be married to the taker of my virginity. In my case, it just happened to be a serial rapist murderer who was very fetish. I will leave it here for today. This is episode 6. Nancy, how many? Guess how many? What do you think will be the final episode? How many men are we anticipating? Nancy, the big mouth. Let me. This is what she looked like in university. This small girl. Take a look at this small girl. This is what she looked like in university. She knew what size of penis would fit a man of that size. This small girl that you are seeing here. Well, they always say any girl that knows the house where cassava lives is no longer a small girl. Any girl who knows exactly where to plug cassava is not a small girl. So I can't really call her a small girl. You won't give her cassava in her hand. She will go and be looking for a socket in the wall to plug it. She knows exactly where it belongs. She knows the size that fits which carrier of the cassava. So, yeah. C'est la vie. That's life. Like I said, I will leave it here. And then in episode 7, which I think will be next week because Tomorrow, Saturday, we are doing Trump. God help me. God help me that I don't say tomorrow, episode 7. Guys, you people pursue me if I come with episode 7 tomorrow. Tell me no blessing. Trump and Kamala. Anyways, tomorrow we are doing Trump, and on Sunday we are doing our coffee party. So get ready to party on Sunday. And then from Monday, we'll continue with episode 7. But if I get in the mood, I will come with episode 7 tomorrow. That's just what it is. It is what it is. So it's a good time for me to round off and thank everybody that was here, all your engagements. I appreciate. Let me see if I can catch 1 or 2 comments. It was Nokia. Someone says, no, it was Nokia. I used Nokia around 2001. Yeah, 2001. I used it and I brought it abroad. Yeah, I used it from Nigeria and brought it along with me abroad. So that's why I remember the year. 2000. And I used it for I think I used it for like 2 more years or 3 more before I got another phone on top of it. So Nokia is also quite old. And then after Nokia came like all those Sagems, Motorola's, and Samsung. I think I used Samsung much later. Ah, God, good old days, guys. Let me see. Someone says, so what exactly is the lesson for her children? That it's okay to accept gifts after since molestation. Hey, this is serious. What is the lesson? Someone molests you and they start bombarding you with gifts and you are finding it funny. You are laughing. The kids will learn their mother is a cheap olosho. Amen to that. Yes, I think that is one of the most important lessons they will learn. Yes. Yes. My goodness. Someone says this is not mental case. This is not colo mental. Oh, Blondie says I'm home and doing good. Oh, nice to hear. Thank God for you. Thank God. Take it easy. Recover fully. Have your rest. Thank God that, you're out of there. Wow. Are you for real? Are you for real? I would love to have that video if they don't run and go and delete it. Marcia says, Mansi visited KO in summer 2022, the year baby A was born, so 2 years ago. Mansi told KO that their mother had been gone 22 years. KO said she was 12 years old when their mother passed. Their mother passed according to her, their mother passed, let me see, 23 years ago now. Because the post Nancy put up last year says 22 years. She put up a post last year, and that post says it's been 22 years. So it's funny that in 2022, she was saying 22 years. Then in 2023, she's still saying 22 years. That's why I would love to have that video. If anybody has a copy of it. So if their mom passed on 23 years ago, according to Nancy, that means their mom passed in 2001. And Cora was 10 years old, according to her, in 2001. Because now she says she's 33. So in 2001, she was 10. So for her to have told us 2 years ago that she was 12 when her mom passed, that means she's 35 years old now. These girls, you can never expect any truth from that tongue. Someone says, which means that KO is 36 years old, same as Justin. Okay. Florence says, like the video on your way out. Don't just exit. Please like before you go. Ah, this is so true. Charmaine says she accepted it because her eyes are red for people's stuff. Give me, give me, give me. Free. As long as you're the one giving me, I don't have to pay. Well, she has her ways of paying, but you know what I mean. Just give me. It's coming from you. This one is ready to sell anything for what she will get from you. Someone says, why would she want to write all this rubbish? She seems to be proud of her actions. She wants her children to know. No, he didn't think so. Someone says, so old man Obidi thought it was Justin who took her virginity as she was pregnant when they got married. He didn't think so. No. He didn't think so because he was already calling her a prostitute. So he already knew that she was already a cheerful giver. So he could not even dream or imagine that Justin removed the something that was sitting pretty on on the cassava of one guy, one stranger. My goodness. Her father must be so proud of her. Chai! Kora Obidi, your father is alive. And you wrote a book as heavy as this. For him to read and be pleased with the daughter he gave birth to out of his loins. Hey! Nothing can give a father more hypertension than this. Because you'll be asking yourself, how? You have daughters. You will still maybe have more children. You have a father. You have siblings. Your younger brother will read this. Jesus. When people think of themselves alone, they don't care about what, it's just them. That's what you get. $40,000. She's ready to settle for the small DICK. Oh my God. As long as a BlackBerry phone is involved, yeah, she can compromise. Someone says, what time is coffee party? I think I put it for 8:30. I'm not even sure. I think thereabouts. I think so. I might come earlier anyway. I'll see what time I'm ready to come. Because, yeah, Monday is work and, yeah, I'll see. I think 8:30. My time, which is about 12 p.m. American time, or, right? No, like 11:30 p.m. Depends on where you are anyway. Yeah, it depends, really. I don't know. It was all about in the name of destruction and destroying JD plus money. Yes, and it backfired. And I love that it backfired. And today we are talking about all the cassavas that entered Hakbekus, not Justin Dean. And the beautiful part of it, when we get to that part of Justin Dean, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sweetly skip it. You know why? Because Justin Dean is alive to tell his own story. We know Justin Dean. He has a platform. But all these other secret people who don't have a voice, who we don't even know if they exist, we don't know who they are. We are hearing one side of the story. We'll come and analyze it. And we have heard Justin's side of the story, and he's telling us that everything you've said and written is all false. So it's your word against his. So I'm not going to waste my time writing or reading the inconsistencies you have penned about him. How markets? So it's a shame and a disgrace that the book you meant to destroy him is now the book haunting you, making your heart beat fast whenever you think of Amazon. All the nyama, all the cassavas that entered your bekus. For what? Eh? Who are you narrating all this nonsense to on social media? Who? Who cares to listen? Who? For us to do what we did? Okay, for us to analyze. My God. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. God will bless all of you. I appreciate you plenty. Chizo came through. Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much. Let me go and catch some rest. Exactly 2 hours. I didn't even think that, we would take it to this length. But yes, we finished episode 6. Yeah. Next time, episode 7 and episode 8. I think, yeah, we are gonna have 7 and 8. I think we'll stop at 8. I hope. Maybe there is one that I forgot. If I discover it, we'll go to episode 9, but I'm certain of episode 8. All right, you guys, sleep tight. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I love you. Thank you all. All the people who gave me a thumbs up, God bless you. Thank you. All the people who shared the video, God bless you. All the commenters and my caller that called in, God bless you. Have a wonderful time. I remain blessed to know you're the analyst, and I will catch you all on my next one. Bye.